Okay, hello, so I'm Debbie Doodah. Thank you very much for coming and watching this video, and today I'm going to tell you how you can post events to your Facebook business page. So the first thing you'll want to do is be in your Facebook business page. So here we are at the Think Cafe in Nottingham, and I'm just going to turn that off for now, and you'll want your Eventbrite or whatever the kind of URL of your event. It might be on your website, but we've got this event listed on Eventbrite. So to create an event, first of all you want to click on events here, and then you want to click on this tab called Create Event, and you can see that there's quite a few other events already listed. We've got these upcoming events and these past events. Now, one thing, if you're posting kind of a lot of events all at once, you'll want to click this settings icon here and make sure that you've not clicked Publish New Events to Timeline. If this is ticked, then when you publish your created event, it will go on your timeline. But if you're posting kind of 6 or 7 events at once, you're going to fill up people's news feed, and that could get quite annoying. So I'm going to leave this off for now. So if I click Create Event, the first thing I'm going to want to do is change the event photo, and you can see that it's picked up the main kind of banner image of the Facebook page, and we're using this image here for the event. So if I click on here and I find the event photo in my Dropbox, or you could go to your folders, so we'll wait for that to upload. The next thing you're going to want to do is add the event name. So this event is the First Tuesday Network. You can also add a location, so it's set it to be at Think, as that's where this Facebook page is. But if you overwrite that, you could write any other kind of event space. So maybe we could choose I was thinking that would come up with, that's not come up with anything in Nottingham. Normally it would come up with antenna. So if I type that, there you go. So if I put antenna, then that would give people directions there. But actually we really want it to be at Think in NG, so we'll leave that there. Then we can change the start and the end date. So it's on Tuesday the 5th of September, and I want to change the time. So I just click on kind of that 21, and I'll change the time to 18 because it's 6 o'clock, and I don't want it to be midnight on the 6th, so I'm going to change that because it's 2 hours. I'm going to put that to 8. And then I'm going to change that to the 5th. So you can see we've got an image, we've got the event name, we've got the location, we've got the start and the end time. Then you've got a little area here to add a description. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste kind of the first paragraph description on the Eventbrite and paste it in there. And I'm going to also add that it's £5 on the door. And then I can type and select keywords from a list of results. So I'm going to put the word business in and entrepreneurship, because it's a business networking for entrepreneurship. And here you have the option to say that it's free admission or whether it's a kid-friendly event. Now we want to add the ticket URL, so I'll just copy that URL there and add it there. Oh, that didn't work. I will copy that and paste that there. And I can also add here some co-hosts. So I'm running this event with 2 other people. I'm running it with Jean Booth and I'm running it with Emma Torrance. So I add the @ first, and then I add their names, and this will send them a notification that will come up here inviting them to also host this event, which means that they can come in and edit it after the event. Then you have some options for people being able to post on your event page. So I'm going to leave it as anyone can post, but you could put anyone can post, but you need to be approved, which means you'll get a notification. You'll have to say yes, it's okay for that to go live, or you can say only hosts can post, but I'm quite happy for anybody to post, and I'm happy for people to see who's coming, so I'm going to click display guest list. Now from here I could choose to schedule it, save it as a draft, boost it if I wanted to advertise it, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to publish that event. So we'll just give it a little minute to publish. And here we are. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm going, and that will say that I'm going from my personal Debbie Clark page. I've got a few options here, up here, so I can edit it, I can share it, I can manage posts, I can sell tickets, I can duplicate the event. So if I've got lots of similar events, I can duplicate it and then just edit various bits. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check that it's right. So it's the 5th. I can show the map. There it is. There we are in Nottingham. If you click find tickets, you can check that you've got the right URL. That's right. There's one going. That's me. There's the details. And I could share it on Messenger with a friend if I wanted. I could say Jean Booth, and I could say we're live on Facebook. And Emma. Send it to both of them. I mean, I wouldn't ordinarily do that, but it's just good for an example. And I can click send, and that will go in Messenger. And you can see here, that's popped up. Fabulous. So there's the option to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share it with my contacts. Now, these aren't contacts that are for the Facebook page because that's where people like it. These are contacts that I have through Debbie Clark, through my personal page, which is why it's good to have friends. It's good to have friends on Facebook. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click invite friends, and I can just literally click people that I think will be interested in coming, and I can click send invitations. Now obviously if this was not a live recording, I would go through the whole list of everybody that I possibly knew and invite them, but we'll just add these for now. So I click send invitations, and there you go. And if I scroll, so I've sent the invitation to people, so they're going to get invitations. Now, if you want to see where that kind of looks on your page, if I click in here and I click think, we'll go back to the main page. And if I click events, so here's the event, I can see it here, and I'm just going to click on it now. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share it to the Facebook business page. So if I click share in news feed, and I can say something here like we're taking over the fabulous First Tuesday network, come to the first of many FT events at Think on Tuesday the 5th of September. Come to the first of many events at Think on Thursday the 5th of September, and wish Debbie Doodah and wish Debbie Doodah farewell. Farewell. Can't spell farewell. There we go. Although I'm sure we'll still be seeing her. There you go. Now, what it says at the moment is it's shared to my timeline. So that would share it to Debbie Clark, but I don't want to do that. I want to share it on a page that I manage. But for example, say if I wanted to share it to a group, so I could click that box there, and then I could put the group name, and we could put it in the Blue Stockings network that I run. But what we actually want to do is share it on a page I manage, and I can pull this drop down box here and click on Think, and there you go. I'm posting as Think. I've written my thing, there's the event, and I'm going to post it now. So we'll just give that a minute. And if I click on there, shared successfully on Think, and I scroll down, there you go. You can see that that event is there. And if I click on events, it's still there. And we've invited a few people to come along to the event. So that's basically how we create an event on our Facebook business page. So please go forth, create fantastic events for your business and get people coming along and invite people. Wonderful. That's all. Cheers. Thank you for listening.